Hey everybody, it's Galmadex back at you again with more Momir's Madness. I'm going to be doing this basically in all of my free time until they take Momir's Madness off, and then I'll just be uploading these videos daily for you guys, for anyone interested in watching a shit ton of Magic Arena Momir. I will be there for you. So let's hop right in. It's us versus Say Cheese, the Liliana player. Alright. So my strategy in this is almost always to just start going off, just play a card every single turn using all the mana I can. Because creatures in Standard are generally more aggressive than creatures just through the entire history of the game, I think that just starting off with 1-drops and going from there is actually a fine strategy, whereas there's not a lot of times that I would be doing that in old school regular Momir. That's kind of a pretty big problem. I think that's... I mean, actually, I could get off to a decently aggressive start because there are no removal spells in this. There's no shocks and stuff. So this is okay. I do think it's probably still a pretty bad card to get on turn 1. Because now they just immediately get to play 2-drops on turn 2 and just keep going for the rest of the game. Yeah, now they're just a turn ahead of us for the rest of this game, which is pretty awkward. They only got a 3-3 to block our... they only got a 2-2 to block our 3-3, though, which is pretty sweet. We'll get at least a swing in with it. Discard one of these swamps, I guess. Alright, well, we got a little bit of value out of our guy, at least. We've done 3 to them. That's okay. Still not a major fan of them being a turn ahead instead of a turn behind, because now they're a turn ahead of us and they have the extra card from going second. So that's really awkward. They got a flyer there. That sucks. I'm definitely just going to swing in with this 3-3. If they want to double block, I will easily trade this off for a flyer to get that out of here. 2-2 flyer is definitely more valuable than a 3-3 ground dude, in my opinion, for this format. I haven't seen a single blue ability I've wanted to use outside of like Frilled Deathseeker. I guess that's okay. I haven't seen a single green ability that I wanted to use, so I'll just discard that. I'm saving the planes just because of... I'll actually send him in as well. Just because of Zatalpa, if it ends up being one of those games. Okay, I'm 100% fine with this trade. Let's get the flyers off the board. Plus I gain some life here. Now I have a 2-3 that can't be blocked well by just that 2-2. So if they end up wanting to skip a turn or anything like that, I can just get some more damage in here real easily. Looks like they're not skipping a turn, which is the smart thing, but I have seen a lot of people who do skip turns. They have another flyer, so I will definitely be attacking in with both of these. If they want to make another trade with a flyer, that's 100% a-okay with me. I need to get those flyers out of here. Discard this island. If we need another one, we'll probably draw one at some point. You can mill for... The only reason it really matters is for Multani. I don't think anybody's gonna get milled to death, so I'll actually mill myself in case I get Multani. That way they're like really dead. Actually, this does 1 to them no matter what, so that's kind of like 1 power unblockable, so I will just send in the lifelinker. Actually, I'd rather just keep that guy out. I think that's probably on par with just like a 2-2 flyer. Because this just straight up, there's nothing they can do to stop that except kill it. I didn't realize it makes them lose life even without a Tezzeret Planeswalker. Usually those cards like do nothing unless you have one. That's pretty bad. That's a 4-4 flyer. Oh, Jesus. Pretty good play for them. I'm just going to have them lose life. Alright, we gotta get something good on 5. I mean, I've gained a lot of life off that Bishop Soldier, so I don't need something good immediately, but it would be nice. Discard the plains here. Save red mana for fire breathing and stuff like that. Reveal a green card from among them. Well, that's bad. That's a 5 mana 3/3 that does nothing. Cool. Well, we're getting flied out here. Getting demolished by some flyers. I probably should have just attacked with the 2/3 and see if they would have offered the trade with the flyer. But I was not expecting them to get another flyer that is also bigger. If they get another flyer now, I think we're just dead. Okay, it's just a big old hexproofer. That's fine, I can trade off 2 3/3s for that. Oh, thank God. Alright. They don't want to attack with both flyers because they're trying to keep our creatures back because they are at less life than us. So I guess they are just trying to save themselves. Come on, no Demon Lord. Oh, hell yeah, that's a giant dragon. Giant flyer. Pretty sweet. That turns things around a lot. They have to block it with both of their flyers to kill it. They can't really attack me with their flyers anymore, thanks to it. That's a 7/5. Attacks each combat. That'll probably trade off with my 2 3/3s. I'm just going to skip a turn to make it to 7 here, I think, and just save my guy back to block. They need to put more pressure on me to do anything here. I think attacking back at them isn't actually that helpful. And I'm skipping up to 7 because I just... I said this many times, but I don't want to go anywhere near Demon Lord Bells and Luck. That's a 9/9. They're playing 8 drops. Pretty spooky. Is this still the kind of game that I'm going to be able to win with my Tezzeret Simulacrum? That's the question. Like, do I want to... I mean, the 3/3s aren't that much more valuable. So I'm going to keep the Simulacrum. Both the 3/3s and the 2/3 just aren't doing anything at this point. Their creatures are so big. So I'll just trade 2 3/3s instead of the 3/3 and the 2/3. Because the 2/3 pings them every turn. Alright, come on, 7 drops. I need something pretty good now. But they have a 9/9 out there. That's a 6/5. I think I'm about to get domed by a 9/9. This is definitely one of those games where 8 drops are definitely good for our opponent just because we haven't managed to keep just a lot of stuff on the board at this point. So just giant fatties, even without any abilities, do stuff at this point. And that has a lot of abilities. A lot of very good abilities. Hello, Razaketh. But yeah, as I've said before, most games I like just stopping at 7 in standard Momir, just because 8 drops do have just 8 mana 9/9, 8 mana 8/8, 8 mana 7/7 that don't actually do anything. With Ancient Brawn to Dawn, Slyn Voda, that giant dinosaur that would kill a bunch of things, those kind of things. This is really rough. I don't think I can skip a turn to double pump Laughless here. I think I have to just play another 7 drop and hope for the best. I think this Razaketh just kills us though. There are not a lot of creatures that can just destroy something. I mean, I'll just take it. If I get any other decently sized creature next turn, I can kill it on the blocks. Hopefully I get something really good. We'll see what we get. That's really good. There's one of the things that'll kill it. Get out of here. Alright, well, we are still on the Tezzeret Simulacrum plan. Now we're blocking the Bronze Dawn with a 6-5 and a 3-3. They probably still don't want to swing out with the Flyers, because then we just swing back with Lathliss. There's a Slen Voda I was talking about. And they're going to keep getting massive dudes, so the whole trading dudes thing might not work that well. Or they're going to do that. They're going to exert in. Okay. I think at that point, then, I'm just going to chump. And I'm definitely going to kill their flyer. That way, if they don't get a flyer next turn, they're going to die to Lathliss just attacking them. And I'll ping him for 1 here. Yeah, I can boost Lathliss twice, which means Lathliss will be 8 damage. Tezzeret's going to do 1 of them this turn and 1 next turn. So yeah, if they don't get a flyer, I could kill them if I do get a flyer here. Ooh, that's pretty juicy. That's a giant trample dude. I don't think I want to actually attack yet, because if I do attack right now and they don't block, if I attack and they don't block, then this is really awkward. Then what? They swing back, they hit me for 4 no matter what. I have to chump those 3 things. But it's not exactly chumps, because one of them can get bigger. I'm gonna swing in, because I think that this Aether Wind Bastard can actually just get there if they don't block. Certainly would have been a lot nicer if I had some mana to pump it up, but now they just die if anything gets through next turn. Like, literally anything, because they're going to be at 2 life. Look, I'm going to take 4 here, I'll go to 6. Unless they get something crazy. They're playing an 8-drop again, so they could just get like a 7-7 that doesn't do anything. 7-6 that doesn't do anything. Actually, no, they can bump themselves back up to 10. Which is cute. So that, yeah, that basically negated my attack last turn. That's pretty rough. I've got 4 energy here. I could kill both of those things. And Tezzeret's dude's just not here anymore. I can make them dead if they don't block. If I don't kill all those dudes. Okay, I'm gonna pump this. We're gonna go blocks. If I do that, they have to block Lathliss, or they die. Then I have a 7-7 left over. I'm still at 10. So I have a 7-7. They don't have a flyer anymore. So the 7-7 blocks the 8-8 and kills it. My 2-3 blocks the 7-6 and I survive. So I'll do this. Shoot him for 1. Now they have to get rid of that Djinn of Wishes. I'm going to be playing a lower mana cost thing right now. If I tack in with the Aetherwind Basker as well, what happens? That doesn't actually help. I need him to block. This is what happens. So I'll attack with... No, I will attack with you. They did no blocks? Okay. Well, there we go, man. Let's get them. Whew, dang. That was a spooky game. It was a spooky game. They didn't see it, though. They didn't see the pump effect also affects Lathless, not just the other dragons. Whew. Very close game. Oh, we got a little reward from just daily wins. It's just a wayward servant. So, first match is a win. Let's get on to the second one. Good start. That was a really intense match. Very close. Could have easily seen myself losing that match. That Meteor Golem was very clutch. Meteor Golem is spicy. Alright. Against a Teferi over here. He's got something wrong with his forehead. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna go with a 1-drop. Let's get out there. It's just a 1/1, but if I end up having Metalcraft... Oh, if I just have one more artifact, it'll be a decently sized dude. Or just one artifact at all. Discard a plains. We've got one out. Not gonna swing a 1/1 into their 2/2. If I ever get a dinosaur card, I can give it haste. That's cute. I mean, this will trade for one thing. That's a 1-for-1 trade. That's fine. Both of these creatures are shittier than that. Alright. This way I won't be able to give a dinosaur haste. I guess the best thing I could do with that dude would be I could give a Zakama haste, since Zakama is guaranteed at 9 mana. I could, like, commit to the Zakama plan. But this is very early to commit to trying to do that. I usually just like to do that if I happen to get things that let me draw cards. So I can definitely make it to 9 mana without really skipping any early game pressure. So now I think we're both just going to stare at us for a while. Like, he could attack, but then I just start attacking back at him. Unless, of course, he gets a flyer here. No, just a 3/3. Oh, we are just going to go at it. Okay. We are just going to keep going at it. 4 mana. Let's drop a swamp here. It can give itself haste. They only have a 3/3. Yeah, might as well. Let's get in there. Okay. And just trade it off, keep the board clear. So I believe I have enough cards to get to 7, and they have enough cards to get to 8. Oh, fuck. Well, they can make it to Zakama. That's a big problem. I think that Cloud Blazer probably just won the game. That is a very good card, because now it also stops my flyer. Of course, this is Momir. All kinds of random-ass shit can still happen, so we'll just see what happens here. Neheb. Cool, so I can get like a bunch of mana. If Neheb lives. Okay, so that's just going to trade off there. So I can play something big as well, if I manage to hit them. He's got a flicked 3, so if they don't have anything big enough to block him well. So they're going to see what they play before they attack here. So they see if it's big enough to deal with Neheb. Oh, they still just don't... They're going at it? This thing can just not block artifact creatures. Could block Neheb. Okay, well, I'm going to play something real big. Real big this turn. So let's just attack. And use all this mana. I think I'm playing as Zakama, actually. Yeah, I'm playing as Zakama regardless. That did 3 to them, so now I have 3 red. So that's 6 mana there. Oh, yes. Getting an early Zakama is like, that's gotta be like unstoppable. I'm gonna discard the plains because I think these mountains are gonna be more valuable to be able to just shoot things for 3. So they need like a meteor golem or something like that. They have to destroy this Zakama like right now, or they're in a very bad position. Neheb even just gives me mana to keep doing things. Like, even if I just like pay mana and shoot their guys. Like this turn, I'm going to shoot the 3/3, and then I can swing in with my 9/9. He's got reach. They're probably just going to scoop when they realize this. I'd be pretty triggered. Okay, they didn't scoop. Alright. Well, they did. They did scoop. Alright, because the thing is, now I could swing it with Zakama. I shoot their guy for 3, so it has 4 toughness, essentially, so it does 5 to them. And then I still have 1, 2, 3 lands untapped, so then I have 8 mana. So I could still play like a 7-drop. Or I could just play like a 5-drop and then save the 3 mana up for something later. But yeah, like that turn I could have hit him for a bunch and still played a 7-drop. Which is probably what the plan would have been. Even if they hadn't thrown away their 2/3 flyer, I would have just shot the flyer and then done the same thing. So yeah, that was insane. Neheb letting us cast an early Zakama is just ridiculous. In any game where you can get to 9 mana, this format really is just like the race for 9 mana. I don't really like islands. I still haven't seen anything I want to do with them. Hey, it's a 2/3. It's a defender, but it's a 2/3. Cute. I'll go ahead and skip 2 drops. I have a 2/3 out to stop their early shit, so I'll just wait till they play something and then see if I need to react. This is one of those games, I think I just have an early little defensive blocker. I think this is a game I'm just going to play defensively early on. Play more mountains for a possible late Zakama. I think I start playing things on turn 4. They're still not playing things over there. Let's play that. I think I make it to 8 mana this way. I'll just start playing things next turn. If they're not going to put any pressure on me, then I'm just going to make sure I can make it to Zakama. Because I will make it there before them, because I am on the play. Unless they get something that poops out mana. That's pretty spooky. Alright. It's a very good first draw for them. Or first drop for them. We'll play a plains first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on now. Something good. That's just a 3/4 and I gain 4. Okay. I mean, it saves me 1 turn of damage from this Phoenix. They got another flyer, 4/3 and a 4/4 flyer. That's one of those pretty unbeatable hands, or pretty hard to beat plays in Momir. See if we get anything here. They put... Oh, fuck. I forgot they put Nightmare in one of the welcome decks, and I have a 1/1 flyer. I mean... Like... It is kind of funny how... no matter how canned the chat is, people will always find ways to BM. Like, oops, when your opponent gets unlucky, like, what? That's not what oops means. I didn't make any mistakes here. They got a Locust God? Holy shit. Oh my god, my opponent is quite lucky this game. That's pretty exceptional. That's what you sign up for with Momir, though, so we'll deal with it. We're at 7 drops now. It's a 7/7 that doesn't have flying, so I just have to chump block one of these things with Nightmare. Yeah, Locust God is pretty insane. think it's pretty impossible to win this game now. I can't think of a single card that would do it. Like, at 8 mana, there's only, like, Razaketh. And all he does is block one of them. And then I still take way more than lethal. At 7 mana, the best thing I can think of is, like, Meteor Golem, and then I still just die. Like, seems pretty impossible to win. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that's just kind of the hands we've been dealt here. There was really no choices in this match. Yep, that's just a 7-5. Alright, that's game. That certainly happens in Momir. We definitely had a game like that where we just went 4 Power Flyer, 5 Power Flyer on an opponent. It happens. And now we got our comeuppance for that. Alright. On to round 4. Lightbane version 1.0? What? What kind of username is this? I'm a little confused. Alright, let's just get in there and see what our start looks like and deal accordingly. Start looks pretty good. We're going to be drawing cards later off of this tracker, so I'm just going to start playing a thing every turn. Because if we want to make it to higher mana costs, I can certainly just spend 2 mana to do so. To explore some cards. Opponent gets a 1-1. Can get indestructible till end turn, so that can block things later. It's cute. Discard a forest here. Oh, I like that as a start. They basically have to play a creature this turn now, or this menace is just going to get in there and start drawing cards off that as well. If they make an attack here, I'm easily just blocking with the 1-1. Okay, no attack. Let's drop a Plains. Discard a Swamp here. We have a 3/3 Goblin Bruiser. Alright. Can't really attack into that 1/4. They got a pretty good defensive creature on there too, which kind of knocks this menace guy out of the game for the most part. Basically knocks any of my early drops out of the game for the most part. That's a really sweet one. It's got reach, which matters a lot. Flying creatures are very important in Momir. Let's get rid of a forest here. Actually, I have an island out already. I'll get rid of an island. That's a 4/4 that's just shitty on this board. Yeah, everything I have is just bad on this board. I guess I just use this 4/4 probably just to block whatever they do. Oh, they got a flyer now. That's pretty not good. Discard a Swamp here. Oh, hell yes, I got Archfiend. I got the Archfiend. We can just -1/-1 this whole board. That seems like exactly the kind of out I needed right now. This board needs to get small. So next turn I will explore and play a 4-drop instead. Because it really doesn't matter what I'm playing. The main point now is to just keep putting -1/-1 counters on their stuff. And a 4-drop's probably going to be about as powerful as the just 4/4 hollow one. Like, the pressure on me isn't, like, astronomical. So let's go with a forest. 2, 3, 4. Discard that card. Make all their shit smaller. Turn a creature I control to its owner's hand. Okay, so this 3/2 is just replacing something. This is a 3/2 that can't be blocked, so I'll replace the 3/3 then. I still don't want to attack. Well, actually, they only have 3 power and flying. They've got a 1/2 reach and a 2/1 flying, so 1, 2, 3. These don't have reach. They have no mana up, so I will send that in. After this turn, we're probably just going to keep putting a counter on all their stuff every turn and swinging in with Storm Sculptor. See what they got here. Got a 4/4 hexproof that will still get -1/-1 counters. They're going to get their last chance swing out here with their 2/1. I'm going to go ahead and explore. All right. Play another plains. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard that. Counter all their shits. Get a 6/3 trample. Seems pretty good. Got a 0/1 reach that's probably just going to block that. Since it'll die next turn anyway. Yep. So they're down to 12 now. So 2 swings is lethal here. If they don't manage to get any flyers. And if they do, then just 4-turn clock with the 3/2 unblockable. They are at 7 drops, which is pretty spooky. Like, that guy's pretty good. Anything else they swing in is just going to get blocked and killed. Okay, I kind of am just hoping for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just hoping for any way to deal with that dude. Like, a 0 power creature would be pretty dope right now, actually. 3, 4, 5. Just gonna go with 5. Again, just because Demon Lord Bells Unlocked scares the shit out of me. Looks like we got a 4/4 flyer, very nice. They are dead next turn. And I will just chump block the 7/4 with my tracker and sacrifice the tracker. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I'd have to sacrifice something else if I chump blocked with it. They need something right now. That is not a thing that works. We'll block with the tracker. And just sacrifice a land. Probably just sacrifice this island. And let's just swing in for the kill. Oh, they won't even miss. Fair enough. Fair enough. Got a scoop from our opponent. I believe that puts us at 3 wins and 1 loss, so 2 more games if we get a win. Or just 1 more if we lose immediately. Yep, 3 wins and 1 loss. Let's hop right back in it. Versus Anissa. Alright, looks like I'm going first. Let's just get in there. Ooh, Cultivator. So that can just block things early game, and then late game, if I want to make it to high mana costs, I can just sacrifice it. That'll basically make me up 2 mana in one turn, because I'll be skipping a turn in order to do that. Which means I'll be playing a land instead of discarding it, and I will also be searching for a land. So that gives me late game options, so I like that. 2/2 first strike, pretty nice. Pretty nice, especially if one of us gets a white permanent out anytime soon. Odds are we should. White creatures are fairly common. I believe they're even a little bit more than 20% of the creatures. Just because blue and black and stuff like that's less common. Verdant Automaton. So that gives them a mana sink, but mana sinks aren't really good in this format. You're already sinking all your mana into just playing a dude every turn. Discard an island here. Pride Sovereign, that's a good mana sink. That is what I would call a good mana sink. If I get a forest, I'm definitely just going to skip next turn. I'll use the Pride Sovereign's Exert ability and sacrifice the Cultivator. I got an 0/5 wall. Not great. Damn, I didn't get a forest. That would have been really sweet. That's exactly the kind of thing I want right now. Honestly, with this guy out, like, now that that guy's a 3/2, they do have an 0/5 wall, so, like, they don't really have any pressure. So I'm just gonna save the cards for later. I was really hoping to get a forest there, because I was pretty sure I was gonna skip that turn anyway. So yeah, see, because I have the 3 mana up now, so it would have been really good to just use it now to cultivate. That is a 3/3. Their other Aetherborn get better, but they don't have any other Aetherborn right now, so... basically with this Pride Sovereign, we're just going to skip every other turn. So we're going to drop a 5-drop right now. Actually, I don't even have to skip next turn, because next turn I could just play a 5-drop again and exert it, which seems fine. Again, they've got a freaking 0/5 wall, so this game's going to take a while. Pride Sovereign's going to get pretty scarily big pretty soon. It's certainly like an ultimate blocker. Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh, my God. So if they get anything with flying or double strike or anything, that thing's going to be insane. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I think I found the scariest 5-drop in the game. Still don't have a force, which is super awkward because there's literally equal numbers of every land in this deck. That is the default Momir deck they give you. Fire Elemental? Alright. I really hope, I really hope that they just attack with this dude and just let it trade off early. Because if that just sits there, then we're just waiting for them to get a flyer, and then I'm just dead. Because I have not gotten a flyer all game. So the second that gets flying, that just hits me for half my life and then kills me next turn. Especially if they get like a flying double strike, that's just... I'm fucked. Nope, just a flash creature. please attack. Please attack. If only it worked with, like, Defender as well, so it just gets Defender every turn and can't do anything. That would be hilarious. Please attack. I would highly appreciate an attack. Or at least do something, please. Don't... They're roping. They're roping on time. This guy's not getting any abilities still. They're going for it. Alright. Want to keep the Pride Sovereign. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. I could take that guy out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Think we do that. We have to get rid of that thing. I think they could just kill everything with its power. I don't think this is really any math for them. Just eating it all up. Alright. We can do a 7-drop this turn. Hey, there's a forest. So next turn we can cultivate and exert our dude. Come on, good 7-drop. This is a 5/5 hexproof, not terrible. Stops them from attacking here unless they get something good. Very glad we got to just kill that Miriarch. That was going to get completely unstoppable very soon. Turn a land from a graveyard to the battlefield. That's really good. That is a ramp dude. Quite a good creature there. I mean, alright. I'll eat your creature. Seems fine to me. I guess they might have thought that Enrage does that before it dies somehow. So we're skipping this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I can make it to 9 mana if I skip this turn, so I'm going to do that. We're just going to drop a Zakama next turn, because we're going to use the Cultivator and the Pride Sovereign. Zakama should be pretty game-ending, hopefully. Ooh, not if they play like a Chromium. Alright then. I mean, it's still pretty good. It can block that Chromium without dying and just kill it, so... They're still in a rough spot. I'm going to grab another Mountain, so we have triple red trigger on Zakama. And here comes ya boy. Next turn I'm probably just going to play a land, do 3 Zakama triggers and 1 Pride Sovereign trigger. Still not attacking. We're just throwing away creatures attacking on this board. They might not realize Zakama has reach, but I hope they do. There's a symbol of a little archer's bow there. I don't want to just, like, screw my opponent over. But it might happen. I don't think Chromium... Yeah, Chromium doesn't get indestructible. Alright. Well... I mean, we win. That happens a lot on Magic Arena. It would be pretty nice. I don't know how they could do it. But, and now they just discarded their card because they thought it might survive somehow. So now they just don't play anything that turn. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how Magic Arena could really get around that. Just making Reach more obvious in some way or the other. Maybe just have like a little warning thing. That's just like, hey, they got a Reach blocker. But at that point, like, then you're like, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's 4 wins down. It's time for the final game, win or lose. This is the final game of this Momir's Madness. So if we lose, that's 2 losses and we're out. And if we win, that's 5 wins and we did it. That was a little bit of a rough way for my opponent to lose, but I'm pretty sure they would have lost the game anyway. I got a Zakama out with another little mana sink creature. So even on the turns when I'm just using Zakama's ability, I'm still doing stuff. Alright, looks like our opponent's going first this game, so I'm definitely just going to play things every turn. Let's get in there. Discard one of these many planes. Got a Frilled Sand Wallet, that's adorable. So I don't really have to play anything next turn if they don't, I can just swing in for 3. And if their thing can't block a 3/3, well, I can also just swing in for 3. Frilled Sand Wallet, pretty good start. Thriving Rats. So that's going to make a servo? No, it's going to put a counter on it, so it's going to be a 2/3. So Frilled Sand Wall is just bigger, so let's do that. That is A-okay. Okay, just going to let us eat their dude then. Seems like a fine use of a turn. We got to save one of our cards in our hand to use on a later turn as a larger creature. We just cleared their board a little. 3 damage would have been fine use of a turn as well. This early in the game. They've got their own 3/3 that gets way, way bigger if they want it to. I am going to go ahead and attack. Because they can just attack before they play anything and just spend 1 mana to kill my Sandwalla if I do the block. So we'll just see if they want to. Okay, they don't want to block it. Alright. Yeah, we need to find a way to get rid of that shade, or we need to get some kind of massive creatures or something. Well, let's just see what we get. There's a 3/2, so they'll have to pay a mana, which means they'll probably just attack before they play anything. They can make it to 5. It's pretty good. I can shut off whatever they have to block this turn, so we could just start racing. So I can just hit them for 5. Or I'm sorry, 6, because 3 plus 3. Put them down to 13 here. And then I just play another 2-drop just to block or something. If their 4-drop isn't super spooky, it's not. It's a 3/3. So yeah, it's like, how much do I want to race? I could just leave the Sandwall back and play a 4-drop. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to race that hard. Let's just hit him for 3. And hopefully get some good blocks. Good blocker-y cards. That is not one of them. That's just a 3/3. Can block their 3/3. Can have a little 3/3 trade-off. Oh, they're just skipping this turn. Alright. I guess they're spooked. Well, now that they did that, I think I want to get in there. Yeah, if they're gonna start playing like that, let's start being the aggressor. We're gonna say your stupid shade thing can't block. And you can trade off your 3/3 with your choice of any of these. I am assuming that you're going to trade off with the one that makes things unable to block. Yep. So I could do 4 or I could do 6, put them at 10 life. I want to play a 5-drop. I will just do 4 to them. Now we've got Wooburg. Drop out another card. This one at 5 mana. 3/4, and I gain 4 life. Okay, so this Dreadshade still blocks anything I have. So now I have to stop attacking if they don't just like drop a 6-drop. And probably if they drop a 6-drop, I also have to stop attacking. Because it'll just be bigger than my stuff. So they have enough cards in hand to make it to 8 mana cards. Just playing a card every turn. If they skip one more turn, then they will have enough mana to go Zakama. Ooh, that's very nice. Horror of the Broken Land. So that is that's a 6/5. Yep, that's basically just a 6/5 during their turn and a 4/4 during mine. Seems pretty good. So Dreadshade can be a 4/4, but that's it. Alright. Well, I'm going to do a 6-drop. There are some really good 6-drops to pay you off for not playing around Demon Lord Bells Unlock. Like this guy. Flying, Vigilance, Trample, Hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. Sweet. I mean, that's going to hit him for 6 next turn. Unless, of course, they get their own flyer. Now, even if they manage to get really lucky and drop a Meteor Golem this turn, they can't even kill it. Which is awesome. They're saving 1 mana up for the Dreadshade, I guess. And they Demon Lord Bells Unlocked themselves. Well, I mean, that's a way to win. Just pass turn. All right then, we've seen 2 Demon Lord Bells Unlock losses now in not that many activations of 6-drops. That seems like more than 1% of the time it's happened now. But I mean, it is the Phage of Standard, Momir. Was that the final round? I think that was the final round, guys. I think we did another 5-win run. This time 5 wins and 1 loss. But that's going to end it. Thank you all for watching. Let's check out what our random prize cards are. Majestic Heliopterus and Fell Flagship. Both cards that are not rotating out soon, which is good. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Momir Madness.